Don't let your AC system get knocked out by the heat this upcoming summer. Call KS Services and let our team come take a look. We repair and install all makes and models. We even offer a free no-hassle quote and second opinion, so give us a call today. With our flexible financing, you can literally pick your payment. We may even be able to help you knock down that utility bill a bit.
KS Heating and Air, the team ensuring your comfort.
It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the morning edition for Monday, March 19th. I'm James Spann. Obviously, severe weather is the main issue we'll deal with later today and tonight, but keep in mind we have the chance of a late season freeze again later this week in a couple of mornings. Let's go in there and talk about it. We'll give you a detailed look at what to expect later today and tonight. First off, the Synoptic Scale, the big picture. In the upper levels, there's a negative tilt trough west of the state. That will be progressive, advancing this way. The catalyst for the severe storms later today and tonight. This morning, that's the radar at 4:30. Things pretty quiet. Little light rain falling on the eastern side of the state. Few showers up in Morgan and Lawrence counties, but we don't expect any severe weather problems this morning. Let's go down to the south. This is the Mobile radar at 4:30. There's nothing down there, so no convection on the Gulf to interfere with the inflow. So again, that certainly means that the door is open for severe storms later today. Temperatures are in the upper 50s and low 60s early this morning. Dew points are mostly in the 50s from Birmingham north and east. We note the dew point down in Montgomery is up to 64. These are at 4 o'clock, and we'll see those rising steadily. They should reach the mid to upper 60s later today, making for a fairly volatile air mass. Around the nation, much colder up north and out west. And again, we have potential for freezing temperatures in some spots here by Wednesday and Thursday morning, so growers beware. There's the watch warning map this morning. Winter weather advisories for parts of Colorado and Kansas, North Dakota. Fire dangers for parts of West Texas. For now, the east is quiet. But let's check the Convective Outlook. This is the day one, and this was issued early this morning. This will be updated about 7, 8 o'clock this morning, then at midday. Not much change. We have the enhanced risk over North Alabama, the standard risk down through South Georgia, really much of Georgia. In Alabama, you can see the enhanced risk is basically north of a line from Tuscaloosa to Columbiana to Sylacauga over to Ranburne. This includes Birmingham, Anniston, Gadsden, Cullman, the northern part of the state. And again, don't get hung up in these risk areas. You know, storms don't know where these lines are. This is just a guideline. We have the standard slight risk, the yellow, down to Montgomery, Andalusia, Dothan, Troy, Eufaula, Mobile, and a marginal risk. That's the lowest end risk. These are the tornado probabilities later today and tonight. What these numbers mean, in that 10% area, that means there's a 10% chance of a tornado within 25 miles of a given point. And because you see the crosshatch there, it could be significant tornadoes, EF2 or higher. And then the numbers are lowered down through the slight risk. And that 10% is pretty significant. To understand, tornadoes are very small in the overall scheme of things. Even big tornadoes are small. And then tomorrow we have an enhanced risk for places like Charleston and Savannah and Jacksonville, all the way down to almost Tampa Bay and Daytona Beach. So our friends down there will have to watch conditions tomorrow carefully. Rain for the next 7 days. Again, California, the west coast is wet. Heavier rains over the eastern states, a little north of here. This is valid through Monday morning of next week, and this is suggesting about 1 inch for the Tennessee Valley, between 1/2 and 1 inch for the central part of the state, and fairly light amounts down to the south. So let's take a look at this thing, model fans. This is the 06C GFS, valid at 1 o'clock today. There's your well-defined shortwave rolling through Arkansas and Missouri. That'll be providing the lift. At the surface, we have a sub-1,000 millibar low that's over northwest Arkansas. And again, let's go right to the high-res NAM, valid at 1 o'clock today. And the NAM and some of the high-res models are suggesting there might be a few showers around in the late morning, early afternoon hours. And this is somewhat conditional. Whether these can become severe at this point, it's a little hard to say. Once we get the upper air data back from the morning balloon launch, we'll have to watch these things because the air should be pretty unstable even by then. This is 9 o'clock tonight. Storms, again, are somewhat cellular, lined up from Tuscaloosa up to Scottsboro. And then by midnight, they're to the south and east, and they should begin to weaken at that point. Let's look at the STP. This is the significant tornado parameter. This is at 5 o'clock. The max value is at 6.1. There's been excellent consistency in this over about the northern half of the state, and that enhanced risk defined by SPC. And again, this is a composite index that takes into account instability, shear, cloud basis, some other things. And anytime you see a number of over 2, 1 or 2, it's significant, but this is up to a 6. And that means that any storms that fire could produce very large hail. The upper air profiles, the soundings we're seeing in the modeling here, suggesting we could see up to baseball-sized hail. That's something to consider. And a few storms with damaging straight-line winds and a few tornadoes, and maybe a few strong tornadoes. And then 10 o'clock tonight, we still got an STP of 4.9 that's centered around Randolph County in the east central part of the state. So I think based on the fact that we're seeing the idea of maybe some convection firing up a little earlier in the day, we're just going to open up a 12-hour window and say noon to midnight in terms of the severe weather window. But the core threat's going to be late this afternoon and this evening. And again, all modes of severe weather possible. And if you watch these videos, you're good. You know how to get warnings, but be sure and tell your friends and neighbors. Be our ambassador for us. And the key is just getting the warnings and then knowing where you're going. And wherever you go, helmet, hard-sole shoes, portable air horns. And we'll get through this. These happen often in March, April, May. This is not that unusual. Not historic, not unprecedented, but it's certainly something you have to take seriously, like any severe weather threat. Okay, tomorrow the surface low is onto the east, and a new flow is forming off the east coast, another nor'easter. And it's going to be a cloudy and a cool day. The high will be in the 50s. We have a chance of some light rain at times. Wednesday, the NAM has us down to 31. We'll be flirting with freezing, still kind of windy, so probably not that much frost. And then Thursday, the winds will be fairly calm, and that's when we will likely see widespread frost. And again, a fairly decent chance many spots will see a freeze. So growers beware for Wednesday and Thursday, but the day Thursday should be sunny, and we climb up into the low 60s. This is Friday. Evidence of maybe a few showers north of here, but we still would be dry. Highs in the upper 60s, got a surface low that's east of Denver. And this is Saturday. A surface low is over southern Illinois, southeast of St. Louis. And we're probably going to mention the chance of a few showers, maybe some thunder with this feature, but for now the severe weather chances look fairly low. The high would be around 70. Saturday night at midnight, the surface low is onto the east, a cold front coming through, and again, maybe showers, possibly some thunder, probably nothing too widespread. And then by Sunday, the feature is on by. Sunday should be mostly sunny, and there's no cold air involved here. The high would be in the mid to upper 60s if this is right. So again, for the weekend, maybe a few showers Saturday or Saturday night, possibly some thunder. Sunday looks dry. And a week from today, the zonal flow, moisture comes back. That's suggesting a chance of showers on Monday the 26th, but nothing severe. Here's the end of the forecast period. This is Wednesday the 28th, troughing to the west, and again, that looks a little unsettled with a chance of showers and storms. Here are the numbers coming off the European. Again, you can see that the low's down in the 30s Wednesday, Thursday, Friday morning. The coldest morning should be Thursday. That's when frost is likely. And again, the colder pockets could easily see a freeze in there, especially Wednesday and Thursday morning. And after that, no sign of any 30s on into early April. But again, we've had freezes here into the first part of April. Our advice every year, if you need to plant something that would be harmed by a freeze, wait until April 15th, tax day. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. We probably cannot produce a video later today because of the active weather going on, but certainly watch us throughout the day on ABC 3340 for severe weather coverage if needed and the latest updates. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
Summer's just around the corner, and KS Services wants to be the team ensuring your comfort. We repair and install all makes and models, so give us a call today to get a free, no-hassle second opinion.
KS Heating and Air, the team ensuring your comfort.